During the third millennia, in a strange place known as the United States of America, a war was brewing. Brainwashed Marxist idiots in colleges across the nation clashed with equally brainwashed, anime-obsessed neo-Nazis. Starbucks windows were shattered, Dodge Challengers were totaled, and Muslims realized that rental vans were cheaper than plane tickets. Skinny, anemic millennials from coast to coast were hospitalized with life-changing injuries such as sprains and first-degree burns. And the heroic knights of 4chan rose up to defeat Shia LaBeouf and drive the evil villain into a descent towards a madness the likes from which he would never recover. As the enemies of freedom destroy the cities that raised them, as America begins to resemble an Iron Maiden album come to life, two heroes have risen up to fight against the culture of utter madness and restore sanity the only way they know how, by refusing to take any of it seriously. Mersh.
And I said, hey, oi, let's chop your penis off. Oi, can I have me penis back? Why do you have dreadlocks, you white oppressor?
Royce Lopez.
Always be aborting. A always, B aborting. Always be aborting.
Breaking news.
Breaking news,
You're
guys.
hearing it only on our show first. Apparently Donald Trump has worked out a deal. He will get the wall. Unfortunately, it's going to be a rock climbing wall.
Oh, no! The other side's going to be a slide. You climb the wall up and you just
Lands into a nice, clean, chlorinated pool. And then you immediately get a welfare check. Fucking egg.
Oh, shit. He was a boy, he went to girl, now he wants to be a boy again.
Oh, God, just stay a girl if you're going to be this indecisive.
I think Caitlyn Jenner's a handsome woman with a great penis. Look, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with trannies. I just don't want to put that one's cock in my mouth.
Bound forever by their mutual love of smoking marijuana, Simpsons references and affection towards Alex Jones, these two men have joined forces to bring you uncut news and opinions directly from the belly of the beast. Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time, here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce Lopez.
And thank you to our pal Roger Nelson, of course, for that great intro. Ladies and gentlemen, the YouTube insurrection has begun. Also want to thank the TCR for giving us that fine intro music at the beginning of the program as our chat room was.
If you like it, you just go to tcr-tcr.bandcamp and you can buy his album. It's only $7. I recommend you get it. It's really, really good.
Yes, and he's also _TCR on Twitter. But yeah, great music, awesome dude. And yeah, with you today, of course, it's Revenge of the Cis, quickly becoming the least liked show.
That was fast.
On YouTube when rated by our peers.
We don't play politics well, guys.
No, we don't. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, I am Mastic Beach's least favorite son, Mike Shealy. And of course, with me, Royce Lopez, the Havana Madman.
Hola, se habla español.
but poquito.
Poquito. Poquito.
So joining us today, of course, it's going to be Lawerewolf, and a big special thanks to him.
He's the best.
For giving us an awesome shout out at the beginning of his video, which is what, people that know how to, slip a little marketing in there know how to do.
If you don't know who Lawerewolf is, he's like me, but with hair. If you want to know what he looks like.
He will be joining us in the second hour, and the moment he comes on the line, he will now officially be the most booked guest on this show. He will now have the most appearances on this program.
That's 3. Does he get a jacket?
I don't know. We have a pair of Trump slippers.
Okay,
from
maybe.
the Trump Resort. We could send him. We have mugs now.
Oh, that's right.
Talk about that.
This is true. This is actual fact. But they're for us. They're not for you.
I want to explain this to you guys.
Okay.
So you know. If you go to our online store, teespring.com/Revenge of the Cis, you look it up.
Forget that. Mike, make your life a lot easier.
Wait.
Go to revengeofthecis.com and hit shop. It'll take you right to our Teespring store.
No, but revengeofthecis.com just forwards to our Facebook page.
Oh, well, Mike. Guess what happened today?
Did something change?
Our friend, Garrett, formerly of PolitiFeed, is now the head writer of RevengeOfTheSys.com. And if you go to RevengeOfTheSys.com...
So he writes on our Facebook?
Right? No, my friend. RevengeOfTheSys.com / our WordPress, which has articles. This is a small little shell. This is going to get bigger. The more money you give, the better this site's going to look. But right now, yes, if you go to RevengeOfTheSys.com, it has the first article, and it's Buckle Up, Buckaroos. I suggest you check it out. Garrett is the one who wrote it, and it's fantastic. We're going to get more writers. Myself and Mike are going to be writing on there. Basically, a hub where you could find all the stuff we're going to talk about. And, I mean, pretty much this is going to turn into something bigger than just a podcast, hopefully, is the goal. So,
yeah. So, stop giving $50 a month to fucking Milo or whatever.
Yeah.
And dangerous. Because I promise you, we broke...
We're more dangerous.
But now, look, we have a resource for breaking our news stories, not just... on the show,
yes.
Which, I mean, not everybody's going to, people are overwhelmed. You see a podcast called Revenge of the Sys, you've never heard of it. So if somebody links you to it, it's like a 2-hour show, you're going to miss it. So now we're going to write these articles, give people breaking news, just like we did with Aziz Ansari, just like we did with Mariah K. Woods, just like we did with the Tampa Bay serial killer. Now you will have a resource where you can go and you can read stuff that we put out there. And, yeah, we're gonna build it up. Like Roy said, it's gonna take a little time. We need help. So if anybody watching this does have work as far as back end stuff and web design and
shoot us an email.
Yeah, help us out. RevengeOfTheSys@gmail.com.
That's right, because we want to make sure Google reads all of our emails.
Now, if you were to go to RevengeOfTheSys.com and you see a little link there for our online store,
Yep,
I got some news for you, folks. We do have mugs. Okay, look, hear me out on this.
Mind you, I fought this, but go ahead.
You fought it till you heard what I'm about to say.
Correct. I'm correct. Now sell them like you sold me.
All right, look, you don't have to buy a mug. We're never going to tell you to buy a mug.
Yeah.
But in order for us, we wanted to get mugs for
us.
the studio.
Yeah.
Because I think it would look nice, if we did the old...
Instead of these generic things.
Yeah, we'd like to have, just black mugs with our logo on it. So I was like, we have a Teespring account. We already got shirts and stuff. So I finally got our Teespring account running again. So if you want shirts, we got those there. And I told Royce, I said, what if we had mugs? It just would look nice in the studio. And he's like, yeah, I'm down. But the thing is, it takes like 10 minutes to make a listing to buy a mug for yourself.
And our mugs don't hold liberal tears. They hold coffee and stuff, like regular things that you would drink.
Coffee, a little bit of Irish cream in it, whatever you want.
Or, hey, put scotch in it. Fool your coworkers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They don't need to know.
They don't know what you fucking... Don't have them judge you.
Yeah, and then if they say, well, Steve, you got a little bit of booze on your breath, you go, yeah, oh, Helen, why don't you mind your own goddamn fucking business? You know what I mean? And then grab her titties.
To be fair, my original idea was to have it say underneath mug clubs are gay. But I was overruled, which is fair. I get that's not a great selling item.
To be fair, we can't overrule each other because it's legit 50-50.
That's a good point.
So
we need a tiebreaker. Should we call Mike Pence?
Our relationship is more based on which fights the other one wants to pick.
That's a good point. It's like, because I don't care. Do what you want. I don't care.
Yeah, because we do fight enough that it's gonna it's like Royce and I both are measured enough gentlemen to sometimes go, yeah, I don't really care because I know within the next month we're gonna have a blowout about something that matters to the show. Yeah, I'm gonna save my energy because if you start, trust me, we don't want to end up going down the old pipeline of some other shows I'm not going to mention, but let's be honest, there's been like 3 major podcasts that have broken up in the last month, and it's just like a marriage. It's going south when you guys start arguing over what the backside of a mug's going to say.
When you start fighting over the little it's like a marriage, dude. When you start fighting over the little things, that's the problem.
Fine, we'll just do whatever you want with the mugs. Why even ask me then?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm like, fine, mugs. I don't care. It's fine.
But it's a black mug. It has the Revenge of the Sys logo on both sides in high quality print. And you don't have to buy one, but they will be on the store because, again, I had to make them for us to get them. And it's the point of making a listing, designing a product, and then being like, let's just order 2 of them. So
yeah, that's a good point.
And then we have to order a minimum of 3 for them to make them. We only need 2. So we're still debating. Should we save the 3rd one for in-studio guests or giveaways? I don't know. Somebody might end up with a mug. Please don't make fun of us.
However, if you guys do buy mugs, then we don't have to worry about the minimum thing. So go buy some mugs.
Nice. Hey, smooth.
Hey, dude. I get that we made for the mug club, but I'm also on the other side. I'm a capitalist. All right.
If one guy buys a fucking mug, then we can just get the two.
How about this? The more mugs you buy, the better our website's gonna look. That's fair, right?
Yeah.
The more mugs you buy, the better we look.
Now, I did set the minimum allowable order of
To
items
50.
to 50. So if
So-
you want a mug, you got to get 49 more mugs. But, I think that's reasonable. I mean, what if you have
For you and 49 of your friends.
Yeah, like if you're Italian and Thanksgiving's going to come back around next year.
That's not even enough mugs.
That's not even enough mugs.
enough mugs.
The problem is you'll need like 65, and then you're like, no, I got to order another 50 mugs.
We just got an order from that cult family with the 50 kids yesterday. They ordered all the mugs. I mean, they're being shipped to prison, but still, they ordered all the mugs.
So, folks, sign up for a year, and you will get a hot and cold leftist
Don't.
tears tumbler. It's the greatest. It's honestly the greatest drinking vessel. You could it's like drinking spirit cooking blood and semen right out of a cup. And it's a fabulous deal, of course, and it's better than Steven Crowder's cup.
Fair. Now, I get to do the Crowder one. Hold on a second.
Oh, no.
Hey, Steven Crowder, I'm totally not on test. So anyway, my mug, you could hold steroids in there, D-ball, and Deca with my mug. So donate to my Patreon because whatever, bro, I come up with these things.
You have to go faster, though, because you're almost Rogan.
I'm coming there. Okay.
There you go. That's a little bit.
All right, listen. We're going to have Owen Benjamin on again. We have him on every single day. He's going to go. He's going to.
What do you think about marijuana? What do you think about marijuana?
Hey, so here's you go to our site. Hey, Crowder, louder with Crowder. We're gonna yell at you, and then we're gonna say we're a comedy show. All right, okay. Here, buy my mug. Patreon. Oh, we don't have a Patreon. That's right. You have to subscribe to CRTV and get 20 other shitty shows you don't want to watch.
Okay, but everybody, to be fair, okay, the idea that Steven Crowder's mug is even slightly better than mine, okay, it's a falsehood.
Who let
If
this
we break
kike
it
on the
down-
show? Shut up, Jew. Shut up, Jew. All right.
I happen to know for a fact also that Steven Crowder is 18.6% Jewish. I've seen his 23andMe results.
Why
I've looked it
didn't
up.
you come to CRTV?
And
I don't understand.
And the idea that Steven Crowder is going to hide
Did
his
you want to get
Judaism,
paid in shekels? Is that what it is? You merchant?
to sit there and imply that Israel's not our greatest ally. And this is just absurd. It's
I'm
an
getting
absurdity.
heated.
This is insane.
I'm heated. Woo! Found a reason to take my shirt off, Crowder.
Listen, if you're going to be a snowflake, okay, if you're going to put your hands on me, obviously, clearly, you did not come well prepared for this debate, okay? Obviously, trans people are mentally ill, okay? Which is why you want to get a leftist tears tumbler, hot, cold tumbler.
Get me my Adderall. I need a fucking in line.
And crush it.
Crush it up. It's fucking cold in here. Jesus Christ.
By the way, that is actually probably the most loving impression we've ever done of two people, because they're both two programs we enjoy. I like that they're literally the show. If we're talking about what we're trying to scale up to be, which is why we brought up those YouTubers, and we're going to bring them up one last time this week in our second hour of Frank Lawerewolf. But it's these people that think that they're aspiring to be like fucking what, Keemstar or one of these guys? No, Royce and I will admit, at least in the case of Ben Shapiro and even Steven Crowder, who we have not been kind to on this program, but we're not going to pretend like that's not the level we're aspiring to. We're not trying to be fucking YouTubers, man.
No.
Woo, pew pew. Did you guys hear Sargon and Richard Spencer?
Oh my God.
But that's what I mean. Do you think fucking Crowder and Shapiro aren't talking about that shit?
It's just,
I mean, and the idea
Oh, here we go.
that Andy Worski could you even hearing that name out of Ben Shapiro's mouth is just unnatural.
we're going to say tranny and we're going to pretend we're shock value. Oh, I'm going to call my YouTube rep and I'm going to pretend that I'm misrepresented by YouTube.
Yeah. If you guys want to be the fucking, look, if you want to be the, Kenny Powers, you want to be the fucking Grand Slam champions in the AAA league and stay there forever, that's fine. But we're literally here doing tryouts right now because we're fucking leaving. We're off YouTube at some point. We're out this bitch. As soon as we get any kind of offer from anybody, we're out.
That's all we need. That's all we need.
Anything with a video platform, we're in. We're done. So
I believe I'll already tell you our quote so you could cut it up later when we leave. Bye, girl.
Actually, mine will be, okay, bye.
See, we both have our quotes. We're ready to go.
Okay, bye.
Oh, God. Don't steal Milo's thing. Well, can we talk about real 17 minutes of rambling? Let's talk about real things now, right?
This fucking chat loves it.
I know they
It's
do.
literally we
I know.
have the most when we have ADD segments. This chat room, it's all LOLs.
I know.
But we had our little fun, and we do love Steven Crowder and Ben Shapiro.
No, yeah.
No, we do.
I know. I
was
just
gonna
had to.
say,
Me too. I do too. I just had to do the. I had to do that to make. No, I do. I listen to both of them. But yeah, it's too easy not to make fun of them. So why don't we move over to what happened to what our brave men and women at Border Patrol are doing?
Oh boy.
So they have video.
Oh boy.
Of the Border Patrol. I believe this is Arizona desert, or the border of the Arizona Mexico thing. They this humanitarian group apparently goes out there to the border and leaves like water bottles and food and stuff for migrants. And these are our Border Patrol agents. They're kicking the water bottles like Charlie Brown kicking a football.
Oh my god.
Yep. Uh-huh. Oh no, it gets better. These are the bags that have food and like,
Oh man.
food and stuff in there. Sorry there's no sound because it's just a hidden camera. Here we go. They're pouring the water out.
So you get a good shot. Pick up this trash somebody left on the trail. It's not yours, is it? All you have to do is tell me, is it yours? Not yours. You're not going to tell me, huh?
So she's filming and pouring all the water out.
What a dick.
Here's another video of them picking up food and putting it, like, I guess that's I think that's food and more food and water and putting it in the garbage.
This is like, I gotta say this, man. It's this reminds me of like when about a year ago, the people on Poll and 4chan, they all started listing a resource for like where you could find webcams posted all along the border. And these people would just sit around on their computer and watch webcams, and anytime they saw illegals, they would report them.
Yeah.
Making a difference.
So
One dreamer at a time. It's all it takes.
here's my thing. They're doing their jobs. Good. They're doing their jobs. I don't want to sound inhumane, but if we have a border, right, and we have a legal process for getting here, why are you incentivizing people to break the law? Because that's what they're doing, right? Am I off base? But
No, that's what they're doing, and it's misguided. It's this misguided liberal. Like, I'm helping them. Man.
no, look, I know that they think they're being good. I get that.
But what Royce is saying is closer to the truth. You're helping people gain illegal access to our country. And you're putting us in danger when you do this. So your misguided attempt to be nice and altruistic, you're actually putting people like Kate Steinle in danger.
If somebody kept breaking into your house, would you just start leaving milk and cookies for them to make it easier for them to get in? No, you wouldn't. I mean,
If
it's
his name
Santa
is
Claus.
Santa, yeah.
That's the only one. But he's white, is what I'm saying.
He's
No,
there-
wait, that's not what I'm
he's
saying.
there to put things into your house.
Yeah, he's not taking things out of your house. He's not. You know what? I have a name for illegal immigrants. Reverse Santas.
You know what?
So these reverse Santas are trying to come
Stop
over here.
leaving water out for reverse Santas. Because a reverse Santa killed Kate Steinle.
That's correct.
And they just there was another one of these guys
They killed the cop,
that killed a cop and was bragging about it.
and he said the reverse Santa said the only thing he wanted to do, wish he would have done, was kill more.
Yeah. So these are the people these are your dreamers, man.
Yeah.
We're just trying to make a life for ourselves, man. He just wanted to start a new life in a good country and kill cops.
Yeah. The American dream.
You know, it's like you grow up poor. You know, you grow up in a third world, and through your dreams and your ambition and your hard work, you finally get to be in America. And then you finally get to shoot a beautiful white girl under a boardwalk.
And then lie about it.
and then not get convicted for it.
Yeah, it sounds amazing. Sounds amazing. I think it's time we brick up that chimney, huh?
God bless America, my home.
Oh, fuck. So, yeah, I mean, look, what do you, that's the right thing, right? I mean, You're leaving garbage out on the floor. You if you want to help them, here's the thing. Honestly, I don't want fucking bleeding heart idiots. If you actually wanted to help them, go volunteer in Mexico and make Mexico better. Make it a place where they don't want to leave, right? Like, instead of welcoming them into our country, because that's it. Yeah, you're giving them water. That's great. You think, I'm helping them. But once they get in here...
I'm helping.
But once they get in there, they become, not all of them, but many of them become a burden that we pay for. And that's the issue here. You have to understand. And I have nothing against immigrants. Hi, my family are immigrants. But the thing is, there's a difference between legally and doing it illegally. There's a lot of people that come here and do it legally and do it the right way. You're incentivizing people to do it the wrong way. And then when you sit there and these people, then when you call the place a shithole, you're the asshole, by the way. Look, the point is, if you want to help them, go to Mexico. There's many ways you could help them without doing that. There's many ways. Go to Mexico, volunteer your time. Drive to Mexico yourself. Every single week. You're in Arizona, you get in there, go with fucking pallets full of food and give them out to people. Help the people. But what you're saying is like, here's some water, now you're in here, you're on your own. You don't help them when they're here. You don't sit there and you fucking help them. Listen, it sucks that Mexico's a shitty place, but at some point you have to make it an unshitty place, right? The solution can't be, well, it's shitty, come over here. Look, we're not the fucking toilet bowl, all right? We don't. People that are coming across, some of them are, and to use Trump's language, bad hombres. You know, they're killing people. So do it the fucking right way, man. There's a right way to do it. I know it's expensive. I know it is hard. But that's the whole point of America. It's once you get in here, it's also going to be expensive and hard.
Yeah, and look, I'm not Mr. Close the borders and don't let a single person in. I understand that any country our size and with our resources is going to have some people here illegally and possibly scamming the system. It's going to happen.
Of course.
And it's, you know, it's like when these white nationalists always start spitting out ratios. It's like 85% white and this percent white. Like, I wouldn't mind if we were spending 5% of what we were spending now, 10% of what we were spending now on the problem of illegal immigration. The problem is that, just like any other thing, resources are finite. And to allow millions of people into a country like this, it's really draining after a while. This is not, you know, we've created so many loopholes and back-end policies now that it's almost impossible to even be an illegal alien at this point. That's how liberal we are.
Yeah, no, that's a very good point.
So if you're an illegal immigrant, that means you really said, no, fuck you, I'm not doing any paperwork.
Do you understand that we have a policy right now that if you're in here illegally, you could start filing for your paperwork while you're here and get citizenship, as long as you're not committing any crimes? That's how it is. That's how it works, man. I know. The thing is, like, look, they do the data point, as I like to call it, where they show that guy who's been here for 30 years, and it's not his fault that he was here as a kid, and they're deporting him, and his you know, you saw that video, I'm sure. And I'm like, yeah, okay. So you're telling me in the 30 years you were here, you couldn't become a legal citizen? Did you try? Did you put forth the effort?
Okay.
Exactly. And that's my point. Do it. Do it. Fucking do it. Do it the right way.
There's no speaker. Okay.
You know that if I wanted to go live in Australia right now, they make you work 1 year on a farm there or some sort of, before they even let you become a citizen. It's no joke there. All right. So, you know, I'm sorry, but I have nothing against them. Look, I'm not even a hypocrite. When I used to do the AC work, I have used illegal immigrant labor. I have. I'm not going to lie. I have. But that doesn't mean that you can't, that there shouldn't be a right way to get people here. I'm not even against some sort of, I don't know, man, some sort of amnesty thing where we could judge do a background thing on everybody. I'm even willing to do that. I'm not saying I'm saying one-time thing, let's fucking fix it, we're done. Again, even the whole Dreamers thing, no, I don't think it's fair if you were 12 years old when you came here that they fucking send you back when you're 40. That's kind of fucked up. That's one of those where, like, dude, it's not the fucking kid's fault. I'm 100% on board with that. But the problem is you can't use these little examples to fucking prove your big point. Most people that sneak in here are not fucking kids. They're adults.
No.
All right?
Yeah,
right?
dude,
And ask Europe how many 40-year-olds, 16-year-olds they have.
I was just going to say that. They're everywhere. these dudes with full beards, and it's like, this 17-year-old guy's dating a 15-year-old girl, and you're like, that is not a 17-year-old
The guy fucking has a Baked Alaska's beard.
Exactly.
I'm 13.
Yeah, Baked Alaska's beard, height, with and voice.
I know. It's like, dude.
Hello, Akbar. And you're like, no,
sorry.
no, sir. I'm sorry, but you don't get that thickness.
Yeah, at least in America, when fucking people pretend to be 16 is to win Child World Series and stuff.
World Series is always that one Hispanic kid that's got a mustache.
Fucking mustache and is on fucking HGH. He's just throwing 90 mile per hour fastballs.
Hey, listen, don't ask questions, all right? He's fucking 13. I got the fucking paperwork.
Leave Pedro alone.
I got his DACA paperwork. Don't worry. He's 13.
Oh, man. So, listen, we have to fix it once and for all. Yeah. It's not a matter of...
We got to fix immigration. We're not building a wall so we can let everybody stay. It's going to be pretty pointless. It's going to be the worst of both worlds.
And the other thing is like, well, look at the fucking Democrats are doing now. Instead of working to figure out some sort of deal on DACA, they just, for 4 days in a row now, still talking about the shithole. It's like, all right, cool. I get he said shithole, but are you going to pass a bill or are you going to let the government shut down? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm all for letting the government shut down.
Wait a minute. I just had an epiphany. I figured it out.
James Franco's a good kid who gets a lot of tail?
No, this is more of Trump's 4D chess. Hear me out on this. Trump said we were going to build a wall between the United States and Mexico. Correct.
Correct.
He said he was going to get Mexico to pay for said wall. Correct.
Correct.
That has not happened yet. Correct.
Correct.
Here's the plan. This is why Trump is going to cuck on DACA and cuck on immigration. He's going to build the wall, but let all the Mexicans come up here. And then Mexico's going to pay for the wall to get finished to keep all the Mexicans out. Boom!
That makes
Genius!
Sense. That makes sense.
Trump's
By the way,
a genius.
Mexico every day deports a bunch of Guatemalans. So I don't want to fucking hear that they're this great, wonderful place. They deport as many people as we do.
Yeah. If you understand that if those people are getting kicked out of Mexico out quickly, we should probably kick them out of here.
Oh man,
I think that is my theory. That he's like, all right, I'm gonna start building a wall. They're gonna refuse to pay for it. I'm gonna let all the Mexicans in,
and then they're gonna have to pay for it.
And Mexico's gonna be like, we need to finish that wall.
Yeah, we gonna finish it or? Well, look, how about some uplifting news? MartinLutherKing.org is owned by neo-Nazis.
That's amazing.
And this week before, this was an article before Martin Luther King Jr. Day. MartinLutherKing.org, a website run by neo-Nazi website Stormfront, that calls, man, I gotta say, neo-Nazis I fucking think are disgusting. However, they have the coolest names for their things. It's
they have good names and they have awesome symbolism and like logos and stuff.
They always sound like a rival team to the X-Men.
Yes.
You know?
I like anything that has an eagle holding a bundle of sticks. You know what I mean?
That's called a fag. Well, a bundle of sticks are called fags.
Redacted.
Sorry, redacted. Neo-Nazi storefront calls King a sexual deviant.
Well, they're
not wrong.
I'm gonna keep scanning for a lie. I'll let you know if I find one.
With an uncontrollable lust and propensity for violence. Was the top result for a search for Martin Luther King on Google.
I don't see the problem here.
The site's placement on the first page of results of King's name forces results with truthful content or historical documents off the first page in favor for racist propaganda about white children and conspiracy theories. The first reference to King's "I Have a Dream" speech, for example, appears on the second page.
It's just, dude, I'm sorry, man.
It's okay.
You have to understand, Royce has known me longer than anybody listening to this show right now, and he knows that it's not about rooting for the good guys or the bad guys. Whoever's the funniest at given time is the one that I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, if the Empire in Star Wars were funnier, I would have just rooted for them. You know what I mean?
The Daily Beast was able to replicate the first page of the result on Google from several different computers logged out of accounts in incognito mode and while using a VPN. The site often ranked as high as 4th in search results. A Google spokesperson pointed out to the Daily Beast to a blog post about offensive or clearly misleading content that surfaces at the top, saying which is not what people are looking for, and to help. You don't know what people are looking for, and
No, they do. They decide.
Oh, okay. To help prevent the spread of such content for such subset queries, we improved our evaluation methods and made algorithmic updates to surface more authoritative content.
Yeah, folks. Listen, you don't like what you like. You like what Google tells you to like and what Facebook tells you to like.
Do you understand that this article right now just gave the site more traffic? They don't understand that. The site says...
Oh, dude, that's why, honestly, there is no bigger king in the business than Andrew Anglin. Andrew Anglin and the Daily Stormer, that man is a level of shitlord that nobody has ever encountered before. If you had a game where you fought shitlords, he would be the final shitlord. He's tricked every mainstream media company to cover his site. He can't even keep up with the traffic on it. These people are idiots.
Speaking of, I'm trying to go to martinlutherking.org.
Uh-oh.
And it is...
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's getting a... Are they getting...
I believe in...
I'm going to try again.
Fascism, and I think they got cracked down on. This is probably the registrar. Look into either GoDaddy or Cloudflare or one of the... What's the other one?
It's not
Bluehost.
It's not working.
Probably one of those. They probably had it hosted on a GoDaddy or a Bluehost. One of them read that article today, and yet another website has been unpersoned.
Stormfront's Black bought the domain in 2001, according to records. The Daily Beast used the domain name search domain tools. The neo-Nazi group has owned it ever since and made no secret of its ownership. The site says it is hosted by Stormfront on the front page and advises users to join the MLK discussion forum, which links to a Stormfront forum called The Truth About Martin Luther King.
Is the Stormfront site gone? That's what they might have done. They might have just wiped them all out because of that cover.
I always hate searching for these things. Because we're probably already on a list, so who cares?
Yeah, I don't mind so much because it usually just autofills.
You freaking asshole.
Oh, look, it's already purple.
Well, R.I.P. to that site.
Oh shit! Stormfront.red is it's. I guess it's on the same. It's in the same ghetto as the Daily Stormer. Oh, you know what it is? That's probably it then. Then probably the MLK site's still forwarding to Stormfront's old website. And that's probably what it is.
Stormfront.red is not working.
Oh no! Oh boy! What up? It's going.
It's going to. It's actually now Stormfront.org.
Oh, it is.
I got it. Yeah, it works. It's just they moved. I must have moved it again. Stormfront.org. I'm not plugging them. I'm just fucking saying that it works.
But no, we're not plugging them. But can we at least agree that there is a problem when the internet and these companies are now allowed to unperson these websites?
Yeah, no, I agree. That's my point. I could think, me personally, what these neo-Nazis think and all that stuff is fucking gross. That doesn't mean there's not some things that are true. For example, yeah, it is a fact that Martin Luther King was a fucking sex hound. That doesn't matter. That does, left or right, it doesn't matter. That's just what it was. I mean, he had orgies. He cheated on his wife several times. It's whatever. It's fine. I don't think that changes the work he did, but you know, it is true. And the problem is that just because you don't like what somebody is saying doesn't give you the right to silence their opinion. Because look, I'm a big free speech absolutist, and I guess the issue is we always say, but then there's also libertarian side. I mean, it's like Google's their own company; they could do what they want. But at what point, when one company is controlling the majority of information, are they allowed to censor everybody? You understand what I'm saying?
We haven't apparently reached the point yet where they're tired of it.
I don't think they'll ever be tired of it. Here's why. When you remember, we're I don't hate that term, but that woke, right? Where we go deeper than the fucking general stuff. And when everybody's coming up getting the news from the same place, why would you question it? Think about that. I mean, seriously, I'm thinking of like a world like, remember the movie Equilibrium? Underrated movie, by the way, with Christian Bale.
Yeah, it was all right.
Well, anyway, whether you liked it or not.
Oh, wait a minute. No. Is that the one where he's like the enforcer, like the law enforcer guy?
Yeah, and
He has
that
to
Big
go,
Brother
and then
future.
his family, they come
Yeah.
after his family, and it's like the pills.
Yes,
It's the
yes.
the forget me nows.
Yeah, it was Matrix.
Yeah, no, that was a good flick.
It was Matrix before Matrix.
Yeah.
So Equilibrium was really good, I thought. And it was that if everyone's taking the pill, how are you going to notice? You know what I mean? How is it how are you going to notice? All the information is being filtered through Google. Look, I have Google on my phone, obviously. Everybody does. And, you get those Google News alerts sometimes. It'll pop up. It's never been Fox. It's never been anything but CNN or MSNBC. And that's weird. That's weird. It's weird that they have these weird partnerships or even own some of these companies, and they could send you whatever information they want, however they want. And look, I'm not saying that companies can't do what they want, but what's the alternative? What are you going to put? You can't buy a Windows phone now. What are you going to buy? Apple? Apple does the same thing. So what option do you have? It's not that people are tired of it. It's I don't think people know that it's happening.
Yeah, but I mean, how many people can really plea ignorance on this? I mean, there's more and more articles coming out every day.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Outing these people for doing, you have the Twitter thing that just happened. YouTube's now talking out. All these companies.
See Twitter's response?
No.
Twitter responded. He says, well, Twitter doesn't preemptively read people's DMs, period. Preemptively being the key word.
And it's bullshit.
That's lawyer
That's
talk, by the way.
Bullshit. You were caught on tape offering somebody shit with no subpoena, off the record. Yeah, I'll give you whatever you want. That was fucking you're dude.
They said that he used selective editing. Hey, everybody uses selective editing. What are you going to put 2 hours of them talking online? You motherfuckers use selective editing, Twitter. You selectively edit my news feed. You selectively fucking see the people that see my post even though they follow me. You selectively ban me whenever something I say you don't like. So fuck you. Yeah, that's the fucking world we live in, shitheads.
And we're shadow banned on Twitter now too.
Yeah, that happens.
Anybody outside of our immediate circles not seeing our shit, even if they follow us.
Yep.
It's ridiculous. You guys have been trying to tinker with the system. Do you remember, dude, 2007 internet?
I love to remember.
2007 internet. Listen, kids, for those of you young folks that are listening right now.
That was dope.
10 years ago, internet. It was the equivalent of the Wild West back in, like in the day. It was, I had a video that had 500,000 views once in 2007 because it just... Back then, a thing could there was no burying things. It was just people were like, Facebook wasn't burying YouTube videos. YouTube videos were more loose in the algorithm. It was smaller. So, like, literally, I had a video of me spitting in the face of Shirley Phelps from Westboro Baptist Church. It was not even a publicity stunt. I just spit in the bitch's face. It wasn't even my camera or I would have had sound. It was some kid taping with an old PDA that didn't even have sound in the video. Right. And he caught me, just happened to catch me spitting on this bitch. And that thing went super viral. Nowadays, you could never recreate that.
It's funny you said that. In 2006... we interviewed Billy West, the voice of, everything, the voice of every cartoon character, basically, Ren and Stimpy and all that shit. We interviewed him. That video, 700,000 views. But now, you can't, it doesn't matter what, if you were to try to do that now, no way. No way. It gets everything, it's this weird algorithmic thing where if your YouTube Red people watch it versus this person watches it versus are you one of the ad preferred partners? It's weird, man. And the thing is like, YouTube was made initially for everybody could make something, Honestly, we could get fucking Jennifer Lawrence in the studio and get her to fuck a dog, and that video wouldn't even get anywhere. It's literally like, no matter how shocking or great, no matter how gripping something is, there's an algorithm now. And guess what? If you ain't in the club, you ain't in. Yep.
That's it. You just ain't in it. It is literally turned into a private country club.
Our YouTube climb has been one walking uphill, dragging a fucking Buick behind us. That's our climb. We're doing it in spite of it, thanks to you guys. But honestly, look, we're still on Twitch. I went to check our YouTube thing just because I was curious. We're on episode 65 today. The last time we went live on YouTube, it was episode 39. Just to let you know how long it's been since we've done an episode on YouTube live. February 16th, by the way. Hopefully, if we don't fuck up.
Another month to go.
Yeah, but we're trying. We got our keywords. We're trying to figure it out.
The issue here is their control of information. And again, if you're not in the club and you're not spending a bunch of money on ad buys and you're not sucking everybody off and you're not being liberal enough, that's it, man. There's no. They now control the flow of information, and it's people are starting to get so desperate to change it that like even guys like Lawerewolf, do another good plug, he'll be back on in the second hour. He's one of those guys that's pushing for social media and the internet to be a public utility, but like even then it's still gonna get too overwhelming, and the government's going to try to tinker too much. Whoever's in charge is going to try to tinker too much.
Yeah, I've heard of that, and that's my problem. I mean, it's a solution. The issue is with that is then you're right. Then the government is the one that takes hold of. Then the government takes control of the internet, and it's like that becomes dicey because right now, yeah, sure, maybe someone in office that you like, but eventually someone's going to be in office that you don't like. And then they're going to control the internet. And then if you think it's bad, if you think that's bad, if you think it's bad that Google is doing it, imagine if Google and the government were fucking throttling it. And that's the problem. You don't know what that means. That's a slippery slope because once it becomes a public commodity, here's the thing. In Florida, right? Power is a public commodity. Everyone knows that. That doesn't stop there from being only one power company here. It's a public commodity, sure. But every time FPL, Florida Power and Light, or Pure Duke Energy asks for a rate increase, every single time it has been approved.
Yeah, and you just have to pay it.
You pay it. There's nothing you could do about it. So it's like, I understand the public commodity thing, but the problem with that is that it doesn't stop monopolies. It doesn't stop the same issue where you still have the government's going to say yes to the power company because we're going to say no. There's no other power company. In Texas it's different. There's competing power companies, and that's awesome. Like there's places in Texas where after 10 p.m. till 6 a.m. power is free. Like a company will compete that way. Yeah. So when my parents used to live over there, they used to do their laundry at nighttime because you're like, power, fucking, we do everything at nighttime.
Remember cell phones?
Yes.
Cell phones.
Nighttime minutes are free.
Nighttime minutes were free, bro. And when you're young, we were both young guys. Yeah. That was perfect. We're like, fucking nighttime.
That's what I'm
going to go drinking. This is great. You'd be up on the phone all night. But remember back in the day when somebody would call you and you'd be like, wait till 6, bro. Just fuck off with that shit.
Or you would say, hey, you have to call me because incoming calls are free right now. Remember that? Free, incoming calls are free.
They'd be like, call me. I'll call you at like 6:01.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Perfect. Dude, hold on. Let's go back. Let's go all the way back to when we were young. Calling 1-800-COLLECT. What's your name? Mom, pick me up. Hang up the phone.
Oh, yeah. There was a lot of wasted money for them. That was a lot of wasted money for them. Yeah, that was always, I'm ready now. Click.
Yeah, perfect. If you had patience, you could have a whole conversation doing that. 1-800-COLLECT. 1-800-CALL-ATT.
God bless you, Carrot Top and Mr. T, for doing everything good for us.
1-800-COLLECT is only in business now, I believe, because of prisons.
Prisons and I think international stuff sometimes.
Oh, yeah, you're
maybe.
Right. Yeah, but, maybe. Not really, though.
Well, I mean, because you
download
can't.
Skype.
Yeah.
Just download Skype.
Point. Yeah,
for free.
Good point. Jesus. But yeah, jails still have phones, which is weird. But even a lot of jails now are getting the video chat.
Yeah,
they're doing that, and you pay for minutes on the video chat.
Another way to get money out of people, by the way.
So much money in prisons.
It is.
You don't realize it. It's like legal slavery. It's awesome.
It's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, look, it's slavery, but it's slavery people earned.
That was one of Mike's Robert E. Lee quotes, by the way. It's legal slavery. It's awesome. Robert E. Lee.
But yeah, it's like slavery that somebody earned for themselves. Yeah. Like you pulled a gun out in a liquor store, tried to get money, and now you got to spend 5 years making sewing outfits for the prisons.
Yeah,
cleaning up garbage,
making jeans for Walmart. Well, that's fucking what they do. Look, man. Again, I'm a big capitalist dude, so
I also like just the fact that I might be wearing a pair of jeans made by a murderer. Mm-hmm. That's some glamour in that.
Making a Murderer Makes Your Jeans. That's the sequel. By the way, speaking of YouTube assigning workers to review videos to avoid another Logan Paul type disaster.
Oh, good. More monitoring.
That didn't sound sincere at all, Michael.
How do you need more people when we're being watched we have 2,600 subscriptions on YouTube. We are clown shoes on the grand scheme of YouTubers. they have more than enough time to watch us like a fucking hawk.
In the wake of Logan Paul's controversy, YouTube's trying to reassure advertisers by pledging to manually review, good luck with that, a significant chunk of videos on its website. Hey, why don't you manually review ours and fucking monetize them?
Yeah.
This means that actual workers, not just algorithms, will review the videos that are within Google's preferred YouTube special program for premium advertising. Oh, wow, that's great. Actual people are going to view it, and they don't have any sort of bias politically, and that's not going to affect things. They're all even keel, middle of the road.
It's such a lie. You
Guys,
guys
be a bunch of militant centrists there, bro.
You are still playing ads on Lost Profits videos.
But he didn't try to fuck a baby, Mike.
We've been over this. He actually tried to fuck a baby. 2 babies.
All right, well,
Okay?
what's the saying? Third time's a charm?
Never in the history of degeneracy has anybody ever tried to have a baby threesome. Okay? Before Ian Watkins came along.
I'm going to say probably that's not true.
And there's, all right, well, not that, okay, the only recorded time in
Now,
history
okay, fair,
that anybody's
fair.
ever tried to
That's
have a
fair.
baby threesome.
That's fair.
Okay? He's still trying to groom single moms from jail, and I guarantee you, if you trace the money, there is money going from Vivo and YouTube
To his
the
commissary.
label to him. So stop it. Enough.
The program was created to convince big advertisers to spend more money on YouTube. It fences off the site's most popular videos and lets companies buy ads alongside those videos. Paul, a video blogger or vlogger with
Basically, a guy who live streams bullshit.
Yeah.
That's what a vlogger is.
with millions of fans, was part of Google's preferred until earlier this month when YouTube punished him for posting a video of dead bodies to his channel. A dead body to his channel. Paul was widely condemned for showing a corpse hanging from a tree in
Have
Japan.
you seen the original video?
Yeah, I saw
It's
it.
fucking gnarly. It is, kind of. Sorry.
So now he's out of the program, but YouTube is facing further scrutiny for its belated reaction to Paul's controversy. Brand advertisers definitely don't want their commercials showing up next to vloggers' visits to a suicide forest. No, but the baby fucker's fine. YouTube CEO Susan Wojcicki, she seems like a nice white lady,
Yeah, Polak.
said in December that the goal was to have over 10,000 reviewers in place sometime in 2018. 10,000. Now the plan is getting... By the way, I'm sure they're going to be... Those 10,000 reviewers are all going to be American workers working in an American factory or working in an American building. You mean you're going to outsource it to 10,000 people in India? Mark my fucking words that these reviewers are not going to be some dude in a suit sitting there, I'm reviewing the videos. It's going to be fucking some dude in a call center who's just going over the videos. And I guarantee you, if that's the case, a whole bunch of shit's still going to get through.
How great would it be if they just got fucking Indians?
Yeah.
But they hired a factory full of Indians that, like, happen to be hard right Indians. Like fascist Indians.
Well, that or the other alternative was it's just going to be a bunch of videos of Bobs and Vagines all over YouTube.
Yeah, now you're going to have them scanning our... Thank God you can't send dick pics to fucking YouTube's mail service. Cause,
Yeah, but you know what? At least they don't shit in the street over there.
Are you sitting down?
I'm sitting down.
I've got some bad news.
Do they shit in the street over there,
They
Mike?
shit in the street.
That's almost as bad as the baby fucking.
Almost.
In an announced number of other changes on Tuesday, including stricter guidelines for becoming part of YouTube Partner Program, which allows users to start making money from ads on the site, which we talked about on our impromptu show yesterday, and we'll be talking to more in the second hour.
I know what we need to do.
What's that?
We need to fucking get some bronzer. And we're going to do the same show we've always done, but we're going to do it like this. And I guarantee you, just out of, tribalism, they're going to see our videos and never even watch them and just approve them all.
That's not a bad idea.
Welcome to Revenge of the Sis. Hello. It's goddamn degeneracy to get the transsexuals around the children. Get out of my store.
Can
And
you
they just
please
go,
do
"I
an
like
Indian
this
Mark
guy."
Levin? I know, I'm asking a lot of...
No, you have to listen to me. First of all, you don't understand what it's like to deal with
I'm a
Hillary Clinton. Even Indian Mark Levin does pregnant pause.
Yeah. Oh, the only problem with India Mark Levin, there's a 50% chance that pregnant pauses won't come to term. No, because their mortality rate.
Stay tuned. Coming up next, my friend Sanjay Hannity. He will be helping you, of course.
A church. By the way, Mike.
You're on a station with the Duck Dynasty guy. How does that feel, Mark?
Is that good?
Get a fucking kazoo. Call some ducks. You fucking retard.
The Daily Caller.
How cringe is that? It's Michelle Malkin, Gavin McGinnis, Duck Dynasty guy. Like, what is happening? I'm sorry.
No, it's
so makes me so mad.
you're not gonna subscribe.
No, I don't want to hear Duck Dynasty guy tell me about how great Trump is. It's gonna make me not like Trump.
That's a really good point. Oh my God.
Yeah, there are so many people on our side that we can't even look at on our timeline or listen to because it's like, oh, you're gonna make me hate my own team.
No, yeah. How many times Mike and I are working and we'll go, hey, you know what fucking idiot said? Insert one of those idiots. It's like, it just makes it really hard.
That's how we know we're not that hard right, because it's like being when people that I know that I'm friends with that are left and center that look at some of these people that are like, yeah, my 3-year-old boy can become a girl, and I have liberal friends that are like, you're a fucking degenerate, and your kids need to be taken from you.
Yeah,
and you're
right.
like, okay, I like this liberal guy.
He makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't deserve it. Yet another hate crime turns out to be a hoax from the Daily Caller.
No.
Yes.
Wait, what do they mean by yet another?
Okay. Are you sitting down?
Yeah.
A lot of the hate crimes that have been committed.
Yeah, the hate crime. They're, by the way, on the rise since Trump became president. Continue.
Have actually been the victims doing it themselves to get press.
What?
Yeah.
No.
I'll give you an example.
Why would somebody do something like that?
A church organist was arrested Wednesday after he vandalized his own church with a swastika and pro-Trump graffiti in order to mobilize a movement.
Oh, boy. All right, what you up to again there, Rabbi?
George Nathaniel Stang, 26, admitted in a handwritten statement to spray painting a swastika and redacted church and Heil Trump on St. David's Episcopal
faggot church?
Yes. Yep. Sorry. That's not the word. Hey, if CNN could say shithole, I could read the news. Heil Trump on St. David Episcopal Church in Bean Blossom, Indiana. I suppose I wanted to give local people a reason to fight for good, even if it was a false flag. Stang wrote, according to a local NBC report, to be clear, my actions were not motivated by hate for the church or its congregation. I, of course, realize now that this was not the way to go about inspiring activism. The incident occurred in November, shortly after President Trump was elected, and was widely covered by the press. Why? I remember this one on the news. The Washington Post reported, oh, that's the Brave film that Tom Hanks is doing.
Do you understand how many, like, I have friends that are black and friends that are, like, liberal Jews and stuff, and they try to argue with me all the time about these hate crimes that happen. And no matter what resource I try to give them that lists all of the hoaxes versus all of the real ones, they refuse to believe it. The facts are right in front of them, and they go, no, but what about all these hate crimes? No, most of them are hoaxes. And they just, they still happen. Yeah, they happen a lot less than you're making it out to be, though. Yes, some hate crimes are real, but for every one, like, by the way, Matthew Shepard wasn't even a hate crime. That was a drug deal gone wrong.
Yep.
But for every even real hate crime, James Byrd, great example of a clear fucking hate crime. Let's drag this N-word from a pickup truck, and they killed a man viciously. That's a hate crime. For every one James Byrd, there is like 500 of these incidents where they go, "Oy vey, there was a swastika on my temple. What are you gonna do?" And
So by that voice, they're clearly Amish?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Look at my beard, I'm Amish. And then there's always a nice little videotape from like an ATM across the street or some convenience store where the old rabbi was spray painting his terribly drawn swastika.
Setting up a little stepladder.
Dude, do you understand that hate crime hoaxes have become so ridiculous and you guys are so bad at drawing swastikas that the alt-right has adopted all sorts of variations of swastikas
Because of you
sarcastically?
Hope you guys are happy.
Dude, the guys at Pole, Lazia's guys, the Kangs guys. Their logo is a swastika the way somebody would draw it, like as a hoax.
Yeah.
It's really funny. We got a shill. We got a
Yeah,
guest.
we do. We got to go to break because we have a guest second hour.
Guys, please rate us on iTunes and rate us on Facebook. 5 stars if you can, please. Share the show, like our videos, subscribe on YouTube, and most importantly, if you can spare some shekels, go to patreon.com/We're Not Sorry. And of course, if you want to do one time, you could just do paypal.me/We're Not Sorry.
And if you forget all that, go to revengeofthesis.com. You could donate right there.
Yeah. Shout out. We do want to thank, as always, our friend Baked Alaska as well.
Yes.
Who's really cool and bringing some new folks over to the show. And thank you guys for sticking with us. And Lawerewolf as well, who gave us some shout outs yesterday. Just wanted to get that out there too.
All right, we'll be right back with Lawerewolf.
The most exciting 2 hours of television is back with an all-new Revenge of the Sis. As Royce and Mersch continue to track an international deep state pedophile ring, their journey to the nation's capital is put on hold as Orlando's best police cops receive a cryptic message from an old colleague.
It's a message from my old partner. He needs to see us in Los Angeles right now. Says it's related to our case.
Do you trust him?
As much as I trust you, partner.
What's to know then? A detour from their original investigation finds these no-nonsense detectives in the middle of Hollywood.
Thanks for meeting me. We can't talk long. They're probably following me.
Who's following you?
The Podesta brothers. They've got eyes everywhere, Lopez.
Now trapped between deep state globalists and the Hollywood elite, Lopez and Mersch are on the case. They're no longer avenging Orlando. They're saving America. And this week, they're taking on Pedowood.
I've been working this case. This Dan Schneider guy, producer at Nickelodeon, he's into kids. Or feet. Or kids' feet.
Yeah, the iCarly guy.
How do you know all this?
Thanks for meeting me.
No problem, Miss Bynes.
This is Amanda Bynes? Jesus, she looks terrible.
Dude, she can hear you.
Watch this week as the web grows bigger, the case becomes more complex, and more older model cars get wrecked and plenty of nameless extras get shot. This week on an all-new Revenge of the Sis, followed by Nazi Lawyer. USA, hotels don't have Netflix.
Do you like pranks, guns, and jokes about retarded people? Well, so do we, but odds are your liberal snowflake friend doesn't. How would you like an easy, cost-effective way of screwing with that friend anonymously without losing your Twitter account? Guns for Tards is the perfect way to trigger SJW anonymously through the mail. For a low fee, your target will receive a beautifully designed professional mailer from our fictional Guns for Tards charity, containing a thank you letter for their donation. They'll be led to believe that money was donated in their name to a charity that advocates Second Amendment rights for the mentally handicapped people in their area. For a few extra bucks, they will receive pictures and a detailed profile of a retarded person who they helped harm. It's all fun and games, well, except for that idiot who gets this in their mailbox and freaks out. Messing with someone through the mail is effective. Most people do it trolling over the internet, but regular mail is way more invasive. Whether it's a boss, an ex, or a liberal professor you don't like, this is the perfect way to screw with someone anonymously for the cost of a cup of coffee. Well, a cup of coffee in Manhattan, in a fancy coffee shop. Check out www.gunsfortards.com and select a package today. Use promo code MERSH for 10% off. Hey guys, it's Mersh and Royce here, and we would like to take a moment to shill like the unprincipled whores that we are. Thank you all for making Revenge of the Sis one of the fastest growing podcasts out there. Having such outspoken, passionate fans spreading the word about our show makes the work that we do that much more rewarding.
You can help us continue growing by doing the following things. Become a direct contributor by going to patreon.com/We're Not Sorry. You can choose a one-time donation or recurring one. Every penny helps. It helps us produce quality programming we bring you every week. Also, please subscribe on YouTube, iTunes, and make sure you leave a review on iTunes. All three of these things are extremely important and help us in the court of public perception. And most importantly, tell a friend about Revenge of the Sis. Sure, you probably can't tell your normie boss or your significant other's blue-pilled mom, but everyone knows a person who would like our show. Tell that person about us and help us make a new fan. Seriously, don't be a dick. Get us some clicks.
And please follow our wonderful friends at Facebook, the Mad American Network, the Unapologetic Canadian, Social Justice Warriors, and you can always find us hanging out in the Space Right group on Facebook. Once again, from the bottom of our cold black hearts, thank you for supporting us and making this such an amazing experience.
Ladies and gentlemen, we can rebuild him. We have the technology. We can make him better than he was before. Better, stronger, faster. A new night, a new time. The Sully Show returns to More Like Radio, Tuesdays, 7:30 p.m. Eastern before Dutch and Royce. Tuesday nights will never be the same.
If you weren't able to catch the last Hippo Juice show, here's what you probably missed.
Anita Pedman.
That sounds fake.
Fine. Anita Smith, an administrative assistant, altered records to pocket $75.
Wait, I know Padme. She was actually Queen Amidala.
They're the same people?
Yeah. I know. It blew my mind too.
Why wasn't it just Queen Padme?
Guys, I don't know if you know this, but Anakin didn't like sand.
So coarse.
It was very coarse.
And rough.
It was rough and coarse.
Gets everywhere.
Fucking hate that guy.
He was probably bitter because he tried to fuck Queen
I
Amidala.
thought about that awful dialogue.
I know, dude.
Since
Watch
I watched it the first
Again,
time.
though.
I feel like I blocked it out.
You block it out.
Block it out, and the fact that you brought it up just
It's so bad, right?
Are you serious? Out of all 8 and then the side movies, that's the only thing I remember from Star Wars.
Is the
Oh,
sand?
really? Oh, that's funny.
Like, nothing else matters except for maybe credits will do fine.
Oh,
Except,
she does that all the
credits
time.
will do fine.
But, yes.
No, they won't.
Really, seriously, watch the dialogue.
Guess what I have?
Watch the dialogue.
I don't like sand.
Oh, God. Don't do that. Turn it up a bit.
Rough and irritating.
It gets everywhere.
Not like here.
Oh, God, it's so bad.
Ugh.
Oh,
Everything is soft.
it's making me cringe.
Anything.
It's making me cringe.
It was like if the host of an NPR special wrote a Match.com
I know.
bio.
Right.
I don't like sand.
Listen to the Hippo Juice show live every Wednesday night, 7 to 9 p.m. on morelikeradio.com.
Having a
All right, here's your last question. What was the cause of the Civil War?
Actually, there were numerous causes. Aside from the obvious schism between abolitionists and anti-abolitionists, economic factors, both domestic and international, played a significant...
Yeah. Just say slavery.
Slavery it is, sir.
Yes, I am a citizen. Now, which way to the welfare office?
What?
I'm kidding. I work.
second hour. Revenge of the Sis. Thanks for staying with us. We're about to get a guest on, Mike, if you want to set that up for me.
No, I'll have you know we're about to have the guest on. That's right, the man who's now, with his third appearance, now the most frequent guest on Revenge of the Sis, our good pal, Lawerewolf, joining us live from L.A., obviously.
Well, that would make sense. That would work the best.
It would be weird if he was joining us live from Salt Lake City.
I am trying to contact him as we speak on the Skype.
Yes, we were having some issues during the break, but I think we got them solved.
And there were, by the way, Skype issues.
They were not our issues.
So,
but yeah, Frank, Lawerewolf does. He's got a channel. Look him up, Lawerewolf on YouTube. One of the only guys that, besides maybe James Alsop, Nick Fuentes, and Bake Alaska, who have, been kind to our program. He's been a very good dude, very funny guy. For those of you that don't remember, on New Year's Eve, we had a drunk late night show. New Year's Eve? It was
with
it was the week before New Year's Eve. It was Christmas Eve, I think. We were all drunk, and we had him fight Nick Abbott on the air, and that was very amusing. Nick Abbott, of course, has not let that go since. Still very much hates old Mr. Lawerewolf, but I guess we are.
Oh, I think we have him.
All right. Let me just get my mic.
Hey, what's up,
there
dude?
we go. What's up, man?
How you doing? I heard you fine earlier.
Yeah, we heard you there for a second.
All right, can you guys?
There it
There
is.
he
Hey,
is.
what's going on, man?
One of the only guys, by the way, also who actually has, like, I don't know, a mic and a camera. And actually, we've had discussions about that recently.
Oh shit! I gotta go watch the show. I guess.
Well, no,
I don't know how I can hear you guys. So.
You don't hear
yeah,
me?
I gotta go back to Facebook, I guess, because I don't know how else to respond.
Uh-oh.
What's
I
going
don't
on?
see you guys in the Skype.
Well, you don't see us, but can you hear us?
I'm a fucking boomer.
No, if you listen
Boomer
on Facebook,
mindset.
there's going to be a delay.
No, there's going to be a delay if you do that. Hold on. No, he should be hearing us.
He should. Where our output is.
Yeah. Hey.
Change your headphones. Change your audio output. Change your audio output.
We hear you. I just typed to him. We hear you. We just need we need you to hear us. Why can't you hear us? Go to your audio settings. This is great. I love this.
This is fun.
Yeah, this is. Hold on. Let's see if he's.
All right, give me a second to play with. Give me a second on device settings.
It's like Hank Q all over again.
And the best part is, he's doing it. He's answering our delayed.
Yeah, I know he is.
Facebook video. So this.
All
is
right,
like
I got it.
Hey, there
Yeah.
There we go.
See, guys, like I'm just one of those shitty YouTubers who doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
When did you become a boomer?
I started following Mike Cernovich on Twitter.
Oh, that'll do it every time.
You got in that fucking gorilla mindset.
Well, yeah, and since then, like my room's messy because I had a trap in here, and I was sucking on some foreskins.
Oh, you beat me to the tranny joke.
Oh, fuck. Oh, man, we're glad you're on, man. By the way, thank you for the love on the video. We appreciate it.
Oh yeah, for sure. You guys see, here's the thing, like, basically, what I've come to realize, what you guys come to realize, like I've come to realize a lot of these people don't give a fuck about you, and like after I saw the YouTube changes where if you have less than 1,000 subs, you have to have super chat or whatever. Like those benchmarks are gonna go up, and then I will probably get choked too, even though I have 16,000 subs. They'll probably fuck me too eventually, and it's probably gonna be like a 100,000 subs club, and like they're not gonna care about me, you know. So
yeah. But that's how it's going to be. Like we were saying yesterday, it's a slippery slope. They're little by little, they're changing the rules to make it that. Like even now, even for us, like our videos are immediately limited monetization. Doesn't matter what we say. Doesn't fucking matter. They're limited. And then it's like you can request a manual review, but you have to get 1,000 hits within 7 days. And it's like you motherfuckers keep changing it. You keep changing the rules every day.
Is that a new policy?
Yep, brand new.
Yeah.
Holy fuck! See, but they're gonna increase that number to like 1 million subs or some retarded number you can't hit.
Wait a minute, LA Werewolf. Do you mean to tell me you're gonna sit there and insinuate that that an altruistic company like YouTube and Google are going to somehow keep moving the goalposts, so to speak? It's not like they have any sort of history of that kind of behavior. So I think you're just being paranoid.
Yeah, I am. I'm actually very paranoid. I'm also paranoid that Susan Wojcicki's Jewish, and I'm paranoid that her grandpa was a communist MP. That's all my just paranoia. So don't take that for truth, please.
Why are commies so overwhelmingly like stacked in the ranks of like these tech like you would think these people have money, they would want to hang on to their money. I don't understand what they get out of this.
I think once you reach a certain level of wealth, like it's just like now it's time to have an agenda. Like if you were a billionaire and like money didn't matter, like drugs don't matter, like nothing matters anymore. It's like all it matters is like controlling society or going to space to have sex with aliens. Like beyond that, like, you know, it doesn't matter.
Well, we haven't actually nailed down space travel yet, so these billionaires have to settle for having sex with kids on Jeffrey Epstein's fucking island.
But if you close your eyes, they're like little aliens,
Yeah,
right?
you close your eyes and the ocean kind of sounds like space.
Oh, man.
So, sorry. No, I was going to say, so your video last night, I wanted to get into that because we literally discussed it, like, I think that day or the day before. And you were expressing exactly in your video what I was thinking when the story first broke, because the story first broke, it broke via Jason Kessler. So it was kind of like everybody was like, okay, there could be some truth to this, but I kind of want to wait till somebody other than Jason Kessler is screaming about it.
No, I saw the actual page and it was real, but I didn't have time to archive it from Instagram. He deleted it so fast and deleted his Facebook page that I didn't have a chance to archive it. So I had to wait for like Daily Caller or someone to push it out.
Yeah,
yeah. I think once the Gateway Pundit had it, we were like, all right, we're gonna fucking talk about this now.
But now we can agree. I mean, I honestly, I think at this point, I thought before that post came out that he could possibly walk on the murder one charge from the things I'm hearing coming out in the case. Like, he didn't really, you got to prove premeditation is going to be very hard when you have two people hitting his car. And he just, apparently when he got taken into custody, he was very like, he was very like asking, is everybody okay? I'm sorry. Like, he didn't come off like a guy who was, you know, like these Allah Akbar people that seem like they're just ready to fucking go down in a ball of flames. So I feel like Murder One's going to be very hard. I think he might walk on that,
especially after this.
But you have to agree, they're still going to motherfuck him and give him like a dozen other dumbass charges.
And the other issues too. The other issue that pisses me off, like I said in the video, was like the right wing will not defend him because he's quote unquote toxic. And it's like, once the smear machine happens to you, it's like, fuck you. Like, no one cares about you. They just throw you under. They got to protect their brand. And it's fucking shitty, man, because you can always look at the situation and say, well, the other side, Heather Hayer's side, Antifa side, they didn't have a permit to be in the streets. The police did a poor job in escorting everyone out of the traffic. And that's why that happened. I would blame the police department for their lack of policing and dispersing the crowds. So again, like, the right just does a shitty job. They throw everyone under and you just get fucked.
Oh yeah, no, I agree, and it's but look what happened to Cantwell. How long was he sitting in a jail cell for macing somebody? 6 months? Was it 6 months? I believe.
Yeah, and that's retarded. He should have been out.
Yeah. And you know, and it's easy because, and it's an old kind of cliche in politics and in society where, you know, how they move the goalposts, so to speak, again, and just they start. It's like when they say they come for one guy and, you know, nobody cares, and then they come for another group. The neo-Nazis were the easiest guys to go after because they're screaming the K word and they're fucking, you know what I mean? They're bragging about it. So it is easy in a sense to go, oh, well, fuck that guy. Who cares if he's sitting in jail?
Right.
But you have to look at this objectively, because once again, when they change the definitions of what is wrong, any one of us could be sitting in a jail cell for defending ourselves. And it's, you know, again, Unite the Right thing, I think, is one of the most stupid, as far as people distancing themselves from it and vilifying it. I know one of Lawerewolf's favorite people, Gavin McGinnis.
Mr. Butt Plugs.
Mr. Butt Plugs. And he, of
Western
course,
chauvinism.
Yeah, and he was all gung-ho.
Hey, he does dress like the angry video game nerd now for some reason too.
It's his fucking outfit is enraging. Like, I seriously, I wanna crack him in the teeth with a croquet mallet when I see his smug face.
What I hate about the whole thing is, like, his little Proud Boys chapters. Like, they're actually, you know, the Proud Boys are cool. So I'm just gonna get that on the record. Like, I like some of the Proud Boys. I know some of them. They're cool guys. But, like, when Gavin had to virtue signal that basically the alt-right cannot be associated with the Proud Boys whatsoever, even if you want to go for fun and watch it and you're a Proud Boy but you're not in uniform, like, Gavin McInnes will basically criticize you for that. So it's so retarded. You can't even be a normal person if you're in his cult. And it's like, it's stupid.
Well, he built it just essentially to have a built-in fan club to follow him anywhere he goes and make money off of him. It's a genius idea when you think about it.
And free security.
Free security, dude. Honestly, he's got to put free security, and it's. I mean, you know, he's making a lot of money off these kids. They all fucking swirl around him and crowdfund anything on a whim. They were trying to build a fucking hockey rink, I think, somewhere in like Tibet or some shit. That's real shit. He really went and posted on Facebook, "Hey guys, the Proud Boys are trying to build a hockey rink."
Really?
No,
this is for real. This is
on
for real.
my honor as a human being. I have a screenshot of it. I don't have it to pull up on the air, but if you go to, but if anybody goes to Gavin McGinnis's actual Facebook page, he has a thing where he's like, "Yeah, we're trying to crowdfund," and I mean the comments section is just, You're a millionaire. Go fuck your mother. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, no, I'm not going to give you more money. Are you nuts? Like, it's just more of that old rebel media internet panhandling bullshit.
And I think that's a great segue into panhandling bullshit. We want to talk about some of these motherfucking YouTubers.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah, Super Chat Worski. We're gonna get into.
Let's start. You want to start with Worski?
And all these other what? No, look, man. We had a little bit of a meltdown this week about these.
A
guys.
little bit of a meltdown.
We blew off a little steam about these guys, and then the dam burst. Like, we didn't expect a bunch of shit to flow in and just make us hate these people even more. And it just makes us appreciate guys like Frank who actually do work and put work into things, and then even go, hey, you know, these guys are cool to me. They're not really like, we're of no benefit to Lawerewolf. He has fucking 8 times the amount of subs we do. He's fine. But it's a matter of going, hey, I actually like your work. I think you're doing stuff that's good. Let's try to keep collaborating and doing stuff. Oh man, these other motherfuckers. I didn't realize how hated they were. And then, of course, I started talking to Lawerewolf off the air on the phone, and we started venting to each other and probably saying some things that we won't even utter during this segment today. But holy shit. It's just some bad blood happening here on YouTube.
Yeah, well, I think one of the bigger issues though is just in general they see everyone as competition, and it's like, you guys are a radio show. Like, I'm more of like post production. I'm not a live YouTuber. We're not in competition whatsoever. Like, you can have your views, I can get my views. Like, it's not a competition. We can help each other, and they don't see it that way. They just see it as me, my brand, fuck you, and that's just the way it goes.
Yeah, no, it is. And, you know, some of the comments these fucking assholes were making on Twitter after it happened. Oh, you guys suck. Oh, you guys just suck. I mean, I could do it. Who was it that, was it Keemstar that said, I'll change my voice. I'll change my voice and get 1,000 subs, bruh.
Yeah, Keemstar made that video where he's like, if you're trying to make it as a YouTuber, just quit. Give up. Go fuck yourself. Like, I get part of that is just being an edgelord, but just in general, this whole community of like, even dude, the Mr. I parade around as a fucking as this altruistic Christian guy, Bunty King, was like, yo, I didn't fight.
He's Christian?
He's sort of, yeah, he's a Christian, you know, every 3 tweets when it fucking suits him.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like one of those like, don't be promiscuous, man. Yeah, okay, Bunty, I'm sure you're getting your dick sucked. Stop it.
Fucking all your fans.
Yeah, but
if you're not, you're doing it wrong.
But these guys all went out in mass on Twitter yesterday when these people started getting fucked out of money. They're not recognizing that a massive, massive conglomerate company is just figuring out a way to move the goalposts and keep more money and keep more shekels in their pockets. And fucking, they're defending it. They're like, oh yeah, and they're under the impression it's going to benefit them somehow.
Well, the other thing too, though, is like some of my subscribers are YouTubers too, and they have like 1,000 subs, 2,000 subs, and like I'll talk to them casually to make them better. And it's like, again, like I was a smaller YouTuber back then. I know what it's like, and I still am. And they just forgot in their past. You know, they forgot who they were.
No, they are, and you know, some of them have gone through like literal all these changes to get famous. I want to bring up the one that I went through a fucking rabbit hole. This Sticks asshole. This fucking asshole.
We found out about some of his weirdness. What
do we want to start with? Him sitting naked on a chair or him cross-dressing?
Hey, Frank, are you friends with Not Andrew Anglin on Facebook?
No, but I should be probably, right?
Well, I'm friends with Not Andrew with totally Not Andrew Anglin on Facebook.
Yeah, that's totally.
And he posted the picture of a very interesting picture of Sticks that sent us down a fucking rabbit hole like an hour before showtime.
Oh my god!
There's a picture.
Was it real? Him naked in the chair?
Oh yeah, no, that's real. That's a real picture. That's
I've
real.
seen them on poll, but I never knew if they were real or not.
No, this is real, and this one's also real. That he used, because he's even tweeted about it. There's screenshots of him saying like, "Oh, they're gonna use the fact that I once liked to cross-dress against me." So he's admitted to it. No, for real. There's screenshots of the tweet, but then he deleted the tweet once he got bigger.
Oh,
Here, if you look in the video right now, there's clearly the same mole, same teeth.
This is the one I found on, again, totally Not Andrew Anglin's Facebook account.
And He is, but mind you, if that was the worst stuff about him, well, what are you going to do? You know what happens. However, him pestering a 15-year-old girl.
Yeah, there's a couple 15 and 16-year-old YouTubers he was pretty fond of.
And he deletes. Then he deletes.
Yeah.
He deleted all the stuff he said, like to this 15-year-old girl. He said something like, "Perfection is worth waiting for." I'm like, you fucking creep.
Damn, you got to breed them though. You got to farm them.
Yeah.
You got to farm that ass.
Yeah,
to
right.
get them ready. You know.
He is this fucking stupid pseudo-intellectual.
Yeah, this guy's, and he's on some Anthony Cumia shit.
Yeah.
Grooming these young girls.
Yeah, these little girls out there. So all these motherfuckers sitting out in your fucking leather jacket. Everything about this guy is fucking horrendous.
Royce really.
Here's what bothers me. And, you pointed something out about this, too. I think it was about the Lawrence Southern thing. Like, you have all this money, and you're still recording on your shitty little camera. Buy a real camera.
Yeah.
Like, we have a shitty setup because we don't have a bunch of money. But it's like some of these Patreon people, like fucking Sticks. I'm going to keep him sitting on a chair on there so everyone was talking about it. Fucking Sticks is out there fucking with a fucking fat bank making money. And it's like you're still talking through a webcam mic. Like
Well, no, he has to garden though. He has to vlog his garden, and then he has to buy some books and write some occult stuff.
He's a fucking weird.
I don't like the fact that he over enunciates words to sound smarter than he is.
Oh,
like it's not Patreon.
Yeah,
he says every time he says Patreon, I want to fucking throw my laptop through the sliding glass window.
He is you know what? He's a guy that if it was the 90s would have got beat up at a Judas Priest concert. Like, that's what he is. He's not... nothing he says is of value. Nothing.
Well, I will admit that Styx has had a video or two that was, correct or accurate. But
I get it, but again...
So is Laurel Loomer. It doesn't mean,
Yeah. Oh, God.
Even Laurel Loomer was right once or twice in her lifetime.
Yeah.
At least Laura Loomer kind of owns all her stuff, though. Like, she's a proud Jew, and she's proud of her nose job, and, like, it's not really a scandal, per se. I mean, yeah, she's a fraud in crowdsourcing, but at least she kind of owns it. She doesn't really deny it,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, plus she outed your favorite YouTuber as one of the chosen people.
I know. I was heartbroken when I found out.
Yeah, I know. Beautiful Lauren Southern.
Yeah, I had to throw away my Lauren Southern body pillow.
I did, and I still have her poster on my ceiling.
Listen, if your Lauren Southern body pillow is in any bit of shape as mine, you probably had to throw it out anyway. Probably has been.
I just slashed a hole in the vagina area and shoved a pocket pussy in it and just went to town on it. And then, yeah, it probably has bacteria in it.
Oh man, you were ahead of the fucking sex doll craze. You were making your own. You should make.
It's before virtual reality and all that fun stuff. Yeah, you just gotta do it yourself. You gotta get creative.
You should make one of those wiki hows on how to make your own sex doll.
so
like rummage through my cabinet for like loose paper and shit and just construct one.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, your boy Nick Abbott says hello on Twitter. So I know you're not on Twitter anymore. So he said you're not white, and
yeah, what did he say? You're not white, and what else?
Race,
and go defend your own race is what he said.
Oh well, Nick Abbott's full white, and you can believe him because he's darker than me. So dude, what the fuck?
This guy has not let it go, dude.
So why haven't you made a video about Lauren Simonson yet?
Lauren, well, actually, that's a good question. You brought up a really good question, and this might get kind of JQ-ish, but I was actually going to make a video called "Hello, Fellow White People," white, and I was going to talk about Lauren Southern, Tara McCarthy, where she admits she's Jewish, and just left-wing Jews in general who pretended to be white.
So, like all of Hollywood?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, and so basically anybody making $1 million plus a year, podcasting, YouTubing, writing blogs or articles, anybody.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Counterpoint. Amy Schumer made it, and she didn't have anybody big that was, helped her out. What? What happened? What happened? Did something happen?
Yeah. Never mind. I'm not going to get into it now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a whole family connection.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, these people like to stick together.
By these people, he means comics.
Yeah.
Right.
And Jews.
And by comics, I mean Jews.
Well, you have to have a high IQ, though, to be a comedian, so,
That's a very good point. Hey, of course, they're solving all the political problems.
But, yeah, I just have to say, like, he brought up a good point a couple of weeks ago. Lawerewolf lost his mind about the production quality in videos like Lauren Southern's, Where
Yep.
I mean, that's a girl look, she's a single girl who's making $5K a month in Patreon money. And if you guys think that is the only money rolling into the Simonson estate, well, I can assure you there are other streams of income. Okay, I'm pretty sure those Deuce Volt hoodies that she wore probably sold like wildfire in 2016. So,
but she's not alt right though. Okay, so got to make sure we clarify that. Okay, she could pander to the white identitarians, but she's not an identitarian.
oh, but she can wear a Deuce Volt hoodie, and then see,
Yeah.
this is what I hate about these people. They can, and this is why everybody, dude. I'm getting attacked left and right on Andy Worski by his fans.
I
because
hate him.
I have
They're all
been,
fags.
but I have been pointing out the fact that Andy Worski is going to go hard alt right for about 2 to 3 months.
He's
gonna
not even alt right.
No, but he was just on the Daily Show the other day.
Oh my god.
He's doing this so he can milk every shekel he can out of these right wingers, and I guarantee you he's going to Gavin McInnes it in 2 months. He's going to go, I disavow those.
He's going to
people."
stick a dildo in his ass?
and he's either going to claim that he renounces that, or he's going to claim that he was like a double agent the whole time, and he was going over there to try. Watch, mark my words, because they
No,
all
you're
do
right.
this. Lawrence, I'm calling her Lauren Simonson now. Lauren Southern did it. Fucking Gavin did it. Based Fedman did it. They're all They're all doing this fucking. I'm kind of a white nationalist, but not. Just kidding.
Yeah.
And they get a bunch of money for it. Fucking scumbags.
A light nationalist.
But the problem that I have with Andy Worski is basically he sat there with Jeff Holiday and Kraut and T and all those people, and they made fun of Rage After Storm, who was the one in their circle that pushed the white nationalism. And Andy Worski sat there and bashed her too. And then all of a sudden, now he's different. It's like, fuck you. You were a part of the problem originally.
Yeah,
It's retarded.
And the other thing is like we were talking about it on our thing, but it's a circle jerk. It's like it's the same three people on the same streams talking about the same things. Like Mike brought it up, the fucking Spencer Sargon thing. You don't think they're fucking friends? They're doing a part 2.
Yeah, they're already selling a second fight. They're already selling tickets for a second fight, and you're going to tell me that these guys aren't in on it? Look, if I fucking hated Lawerewolf, if I really hated his guts the way Sargon and Richard Spencer do, and you guys were like, we're going to throw some money into the pot and you and him can go at it. If there was true hatred there, I'd go, no, he can go fuck himself. I want nothing to do with him. I'm not going to be in the same room as him. Or on the same stream or whatever. In this case, they're both like, God damn, our Patreon numbers shot up at least a few $100s the last time we did this. Let's do a second one. I guarantee you it's going to be a trilogy. Watch.
But what sucks about this whole thing is Andy Worski sucks as a moderator. He just sits there and he can't even read. Like, he doesn't even know what John Locke is. He calls it John Locke, and I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Did he really?
Like,
Oh, that's so cringe.
yeah, and it's like, dude, I just can't picture him reading other things. Like, he's gonna miss all the silent letters. He's just gonna fuck up. It's retarded.
Yeah, I don't. I'm pretty confident. You guys, this would be our 5th accurate prediction on this show. That's dead on. Guarantee you, he's gonna go hard alt-right for maybe 3-4 months max, and then he is gonna revert back around when his numbers go up, and he'll go, oh, I was just exploring that world as a journalist.
Yeah,
man."
were you?
He's gonna do that whole thing.
And that's what I don't get too, is like all these people want like a broad market, like they want to be like Walmart and sell everything for everybody, and then they want that mass appeal. They don't want to be niche because it might isolate somebody, and yet their fans, like, they're not activists. They don't do shit. Like, I bet a majority of their fans won't care if they died the next day, because like they just get mass appeal, and that's it. They don't, like, my niche fan base gave me a job. Like, my niche fan base, like, wrote to me hardcore when I contemplated quitting. Like, my niche fan base can report Antifa. Like, just, a couple thousand people can do a lot for me because they really care, because I'm really niche for them,
Now, one name that you brought up was Roaming Millennial.
Oh, no. Warming War Bride.
Warring War Bride?
Yeah, like, I bet you Roaming Millennial would have sex with a Muslim and, like, just trade off with a Muslim man if they took over this country.
Jesus Christ.
I'm dead serious. Like, okay.
So she's like the dad that was the mayor in Red Dawn that collaborated with the fucking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what she would do, man. Like,
she's the white she's the what? The white red pill black? red,
yeah,
red
or
pill
she's a
white.
Appa or something. Isn't she like Asian?
Red pill
I
thought.
think she's half Asian if I remember.
The red pill thought over here.
Red pill thought. No, dude, she has books behind her, so you know she's well read.
Yeah.
Oh
right.
yeah. I
By
like
the
her
way,
jump cuts though.
One of the
Like-
books behind her is an SAT prep book. What is she doing?
Hey, by the way, you know what happens to people who read a lot there, darling, is that you get these things around your eyes called wrinkles. So stop it. You're not
Yeah,
that
seriously.
fucking, you're not that smart.
It's a good point.
Reading makeup blogs doesn't mean you're saving the West.
I just don't get how she jump cuts every sentence. It's like a strobe light effect when you're watching her content. It's like, hello, YouTube. And then it freezes and jump cuts to the other side of the screen and goes, I like to say, jump cut, that Western culture jump cut is the best jump cut. It's like, what the fuck?
Can you imagine all the shit on the cutting room floor?
Well, she needs to get better editing software so she can do star swipes. I'm a big fan. Big fan of star swipes.
I like that.
All
get it.
star swipes. That, or could you do like a transition effect that's triple parentheses?
That I like. That a custom one? That's a good one. I like that.
Oh, fucking A. Yeah, and then we were talking about what's me and Royce have a personal favorite, and it came up in conversation was that Matt Christensen guy.
I hate that guy.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. What is that? All right, look.
What's up with that? Can someone
I don't
explain
know.
to me what the fuck is going on with that?
Yeah, first of all, never call yourself a beta on your own show.
Was it the Beauty and the Beta? Is that what it's called?
Yes. Do you understand that Royce is at the helm of the show every day? He would never call himself a beta on any show.
Why?
That he was at the helm at.
And that's another show. It's like, okay, we get it. You got a cute chick on the show. We got it. But what's like Mike said, the problem with a lot of these shows is it's a photocopy of a photocopy of a photocopy. They talk about the same talking points. It's like, oh, what did Ben Shapiro say today? Let's all talk about it. It's like, it's they get their marching orders and they talk about the same thing in the same way, come to the same conclusions. This weird, like, no thought diversity, which is what we criticize the fucking left for.
Photocopies of photocopies.
Yeah.
Well, it's based, you gotta just circle jerk that side so you can get like those algorithms, because everything's an algorithm, right? We're in the matrix, we're all in the computer system, so we all have to report the trend so we can get the views and we can monetize it and be rich. Like that's basically all it is.
It is. And by the way, if I like to point out that your quality is really good, and I'm considering your setup, I really
stop.
like
You're
your
making
videos.
me blush.
Oh, I couldn't tell. You're too dark.
Somebody tell Nick Abbott we nailed him.
Tell him we
Got
got
me.
him.
We shut him
Got him.
down.
God, man, all right's not gonna like this.
They're not. They're really not. Hey, we're not all right. I'm telling the Lawrence Southern. Just give me your money, and then we're also not all right.
Yeah, now you can't even. But honestly, who the fuck would want to market to the alt right at this point? Who's trying to actually do this? Like, who's trying to do an honest show and make money at it? Because it's so fractured at this point. Like, I mean, Jesus Christ! Now fucking all Sup and Fuentes have separate Patreons.
That
like,
really-
it's just fractioning everything around to the point where, and we're not even badged. We
No,
love
that bummed me out.
That bummed me out too. I like them both personally.
Yeah,
really good.
And they're one of the only guys that have supported us. Like this,
That's true.
basically, L.A. Werewolf, Nick Fuentes, James Allsup, and Baked Alaska, the only people that have been kind to this show.
But that's because we all get shitted on like crazy. So like
Yep.
we're used to it, and like so we want to help someone else out because we're tired of like shoveling shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but watching those two break up, I was hoping they were doing like an old school Ron and Fez style bit, but
yeah.
it was, dude, it was like watching. It's like watching two friends that you've known an equal amount of time that you love equally break up, and now they're both like, yeah, now don't talk to her, or don't talk to him, and you're like, that's not happening. Like, I gotta like you both. And there's already a lot of people that are just like, fuck James Allsup, and Nick Fuentes is a cock, and you're just like, guys, you can like, you're allowed to like both content creators.
Yeah, they're both really talented, and they're both activists, which is actually amazing for the movement, which actually has made me really far right in the sense that like fuck all women in terms of media. And like I know people are gonna get mad when I say that, but a lot of women creators like they just use vanity. Like they just Instagram their bodies. They don't really do anything. Like Lauren Southern, for example, went to Berkeley as like the princess everyone must protect, as like another liability for the event when everyone's already scared for their life, dressing all sexy in her shorty shorts and a MAGA sticker on the helmet.
God, I remember
Like,
that. It's so cringe. It's
that was-
it's one of the
that
most
was
mocked
cosplay.
things.
That was cosplay.
We have said that on the show. We have never made fun of. That's one of the main points we've ever made fun of about her was that outfit that day, and just like you said, her presence there was a liability. You know, if there's a Unite the Right 2 and you bring your girlfriend, you're an asshole. That's not the time or the place for that.
No, that's a good point. It's look, all you have to say is look at female sideline reporters. Like that's what they are. It's like, all right, do you really know about football, or are you just here because you're pretty? You know, are you be pretty in the side, or what's going on?
Well, I'll give the ultimate red pill on that. Basically, look at it this way. Tucker Carlson had to work really hard just to get a fucking slot on Fox News. And look at how many like hot women they have on Fox News who probably don't know shit or probably just read the teleprompter. You know, like Tucker Carlson's interactive because he had to climb through the gutter to get to that level.
Oh yeah, no, I know. I watch Fox and Friends to masturbate in the morning.
Yeah.
See which hot blonde's gonna be there with their legs.
You leave Princess Tommy Loren alone.
Princess Tommy. Hey, Tommy Loren is really great at reading other people's words.
I meant that as an actual compliment. She would be more at home, literally just being a princess. Because
And not even the cool kind that owns dragons, but like the one that stays in the room.
Yeah, no, she looks like one. She has a brain like one. Like, think about it. When I say Princess Tommy Loren, it's very suitable.
I mean, I don't know. I've never liked her. No, I know she's hot. I just never liked her
I would use her face like a fleshlight.
Yeah, I'd fuck her too, Mike. We're not saying we wouldn't do that. But what I respect her is the question, right? The answer is no.
I'm gonna ask the hard question. I got it.
Yeah.
Lauren Southern or Tommy Loren? Which one?
Oh, we've been through this. Southern.
Yeah, Lauren Southern.
Oh, you guys did. Oh, okay.
Well, not on air. No, not on air. Off air we have.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, guys, I'm a race trading cuck, but I would rather fuck Lauren Southern, man.
Blood shark lover.
Well, because Lauren Southern is just she's smarter and she's mildly less annoying. She might be a bit insidious, and her presence in the so-called movement might be more of a liability than it is an asset. But I would rather bang her than Tom. Although Tommy Loren, if I had to pick which one I wanted to be seen out with, I think Tommy Loren probably throw a dress and heels on her and go out, and people are like, Jesus Christ.
I got a tougher one. Laura Loomer or John Goodman?
Oh, man.
Now, mind you, it's John Goodman after he jogged.
Are we talking young John Goodman or John Goodman
current
now?
John Goodman.
Is he skinnier now?
I don't know. Look, my answer is always John Goodman. So, I mean,
okay.
My answer is always John. Because then you could have a story like, hey, man, I'm not gay, but I banged the dude from Big Lebowski. If you bang Lauren Loomer, everyone has that story if you've been to a rally.
Yeah, and plus you have AIDS.
Also the AIDS thing.
That's not true. She's a Jew. They give them the cure.
Oh, that's right.
It's with baby's blood, right?
That's why they suck the foreskin after they bite it off or whatever those weirdos do.
Yeah, something spirit cooking. I don't know.
Something.
Yeah, there's
something pizza place.
There's a page in the Talmud that's written in invisible ink, and the goyim don't get the pen that reveals it.
Yeah. So you're saying that basically Who Framed Roger Rabbit is an allegory for Judaism? Because I'm in. I'm all in.
Yeah, it's true. Judge Doom is basically just a representation of them as a whole.
I got it.
And they're trying to kill Toontown, which is America. And
you know what? When Toontown was destroyed, it was overreported. Only 400,000 Toons died. From what I heard, from what I read.
Yeah, and
if you look at the Toon smokestacks.
Yeah, most of the Toons that died, it was mostly typhus, and it was, you know what I mean? Like they bombed the train lines going into Toontown, so they couldn't get food. But I heard that there were a lot of places in Toontown. They had soccer camps.
Really?
And they were treated a lot better than history teaches us.
Right. I would love to see 30s, 40s Toontown.
Wait, do you guys sell shirts?
We
do
a shirt right now. We're gonna
One
work
shirt.
We need to get something, and reaching out right now on the air to anybody who does like good artwork or logos. We need a good Red Elephants style logo. Like they're literally the epitome of Like when you see a logo, you're like, all right, that's a shirt I'd wear. I wouldn't be embarrassed to wear that.
You would wear it to bed or in public?
In public, I'd wear a red elephant
okay.
shirt. They're pretty dope shirts, and that's what I mean. We need a logo like that. But yeah, we have a shirt.
You don't want the shirt to just say Revenge of the Sis on it?
Oh, we have one of those.
Yeah, we have one that has our actual, like, the way it's written on our logo. So it looks cool, but it's just Revenge of the Sis right now. We got to get something cool.
Why not the banner of you guys, like, standing next to each other? Does it have that on there?
Yeah, people have suggested something with us on it, but I feel like that's just...
narcissistic?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, we're not too good-looking guys, like studs that
Let's
people want to
brainstorm.
see on a shirt.
Let's brainstorm. 1488 on the shirts. What do we think?
Well, I don't know if that's... I mean, hear me out.
Okay, I'm listening.
I get that they'll probably sell.
They'll sell well. They'll sell well.
Here's the issue.
But we're not alt-right.
Yeah, and I don't want to get deplatformed. We just launched our website
That's
today.
a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah, you might get kicked off of GoDaddy or whatever you're on.
But we do have a shirt, and we got to send him a shirt. Via,
yes, you're
we'll
getting a
do
shirt.
that after the show. We'll get your address, and we'll send you one from our thing. Since we
Now, I wear a woman's medium. What size do you wear?
Depends if I want to show my chest off or not, like some of these women in the movement.
Do you want... Well, you know what? We're going to get you a special mesh tank top one.
Okay.
Revenge of the Sis mesh tank tops for everybody.
No.
By the way, that's still less gay than Crowder's Mud Club or Mug Club.
Yeah, and that's what I was kind of preluding to. Like, some black guy has a shirt that just says some black guy on it. And if someone sees it in public, they're like, what the fuck is that? What do you mean some black guy? Like, that makes no sense.
Well,
like,
I'll tell you what that means. That means I'll lock my doors.
Yeah.
Or it's a cuckold fetish. I'm not sure which one it is, but it's just bizarre.
And also, we're just gonna send you a shirt. It's gonna have a picture of Bass Stickman on it. So, but not
Nice.
Kyle Chapman, not the guy they replaced him with, the original Bass
the
Stickman,
real Bass
the one that was actually at
The
Berkeley.
heavier one? A little thicker.
Yeah, the
thick.
one that was 3 inches shorter, and much less coked up.
And he actually wore like a real sweater.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't have shirts for sale that day.
I'm surprised that fucking Kyle Chapman sells shirts. That motherfucker never wears one.
Dude, that's the problem is too with these guys, and it's the old Laura Loomer rebel media move. All there is now on the right just a massive movement of all these people that already have shirts made and already have all this merch and stuff, and they haven't even done anything yet. Like, they show up to a rally with a baseball bat and shirts, so they could go, I'm gonna go crack this guy in the jaw with a bat, and hopefully I'll sell some shirts.
That's a good point. Those guys that walk through the concert parking lot selling you the knockoff shirts.
Hey, Merchant Right, why don't some of you try to fucking pivot? Think outside the box. How about if some of you show up to these rallies and sell, I don't know, bottled water, for instance? Start a truck.
Yeah, that'd make more sense. Or make some tacos,
Start
man.
a truck that sells tacos or Zeppelis or something.
Yeah, they would appreciate that more than fucking your shirts.
Get your Merchant Right hot dogs here.
Well, did you guys see Joy Villa crying?
No.
What was she crying about?
She was on an interview. I can't remember off the top of my head right now, but it was yesterday, and allegedly she was like crying because people are outing her as a Scientologist and all this stuff.
Yeah, she's crashing. And
Apparently,
burning.
I read that she tried to convert Kellyanne Conway and I think Milo to Scientology, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and that's like, dude, that's fucking crazy. Like, that just proves you're an infiltrator. Like, that's insane.
Yeah, I know. Seriously, why would you try to convert Milo when you know he's a dedicated, devout Catholic who has sex with black men? How dare you insult him like that?
Oh, God. Look, fucking Milo, the shtick's fucking running thin, homeboy. And by the way, that podcast he's doing where he has a gaudy, no pun intended, crucifix behind him and all this stuff, stop it. You fucking pandering shithead.
Yeah.
Stop it.
And also, don't fucking do a fucking commercial announcing that you're going behind a paywall, but also have a bunch of money on your desk, like bragging about how much money you have. It's really, trust me when I tell you, there are enough fucking dock workers and union fucking police guys out there that don't make that much money that are going to go, ew, go fuck yourself. I'm going to give you $50.
I still believe Milo is just a Sacha Baron Cohen character, and he's going to fool us all at the end. That's what's going to happen.
So what's going to happen at the end then?
Oh, hopefully he kills himself live on air.
Like the 35% of all of them that do it?
Yeah, you're lowballing it a little higher. I think it's 40 now.
He just comes
Those
out.
are rookie numbers. You got to up those numbers.
I want to see Milo come out one day with a fucking 357 in a paper bag like our Bud Dwyer and just without saying a word or making an announcement. Just blows his brains out on television.
That'd be nice.
It would be
That'd
amazing.
Be like his final act.
Ta-da!
Well, what I don't well, I'm losing my voice. What I don't get about Milo is basically, didn't he get $10 million to start a media company? Like,
He
where the
did.
fuck did that money go?
It went into dangerous.com so Ian Miles Chong can write fucking articles contradicting himself every other week.
What a fucking asshole that guy is, too.
I basically just bought a domain on GoDaddy. It was about $20, and then I got some hosting, and now I have ghostwriters I don't pay.
Well, you gotta pay for Coke though. It gets expensive.
Yeah, and those
so you gotta save the money. You know, you gotta
Fur
budget.
coats, the fur coats he buys.
Dude, we had Margaret, that Margaret girl on the show, the one that used to ghostwrite for him and had helped him with his scholarship thing, and she was the one that actually called him out about never giving any money out in his scholarship thing.
Yep.
Like, he is one of the ultimate con men. I don't know how he keeps getting away with it.
Someone said in the chat, "Our Bud Milo."
Well, what makes no sense either is people ask him for dating advice and shit, and he's gay. I'm like, what the fuck? That doesn't make any sense. Like, is that supposed to be like ironic or something? Or, I just don't get the whole shtick.
Me neither. Like, I get the thing is, like, his whole thing was, I'm a gay conservative or I'm a gay right wing, and that wore thin after a while. It's like, all right, but do you have anything of value to add other than you're a gay guy who likes Reagan or whatever? Like, we get it, but what else do you bring? He doesn't have any original thoughts. And you're right, it's all this weird pandering. It's like he wants the riots to happen when he goes places. You know, other people are like, hey, I would prefer not there to be a riot if I'm going to talk. He wants there to be one. He wants the coverage, you know?
And he probably would have an orgasm too if someone died at one of his rallies.
Oh, no, yeah, he would be ecstatic. Nobody would be happier than Milo of one of his fans dying, so he could make it all about him.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
He'd be out there Ariana Grandeing it
He
up.
would make shirts of the guy. It would look like one of those black family reunions when a kid dies in a drug thing, and they're all wearing the, like, R.I.P. Little Timmy 1990 to 1997.
It was absolutely horrible. I was traumatized. I mean, I hadn't arrived at the venue yet, but I mean, seriously, it shattered me to my core.
I was at the Hilton. But I
had actually arrived late because I'm a flamboyant homosexual who lives an extravagant lifestyle. So I overslept.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Also, too, the point I also wanted to make about this whole thing overall is people are going to be like, oh, well, aren't you worried they're not going to work with you? And it's like, fuck no. They're not going to work with me anyways. And so if I get bigger and more successful, why the fuck would I care? Why would I want to work with them? Like, I've already reached out to some of these people and they blew me off.
Yep.
So, like, if I grow and I'm bigger, I'm just going to put a middle finger to their face and say, fuck you. Like, you had your chance and that's too bad.
They do. That's the other. You're right, man. And that we've dealt with that. It's the blow-offs that happen all the time. It's like, it's you know, you ask them in an interview. The first thing you do is look at how many viewers you have. They don't. It's not about the content, and that's what I think. Is like, judge people on the content. If they're putting on a good show, support them. I mean, I know a lot of people that have millions of subscribers and fucking suck. You know what I mean? Like you could go on YouTube right now and find fucking hot bitches that are playing Wonderwall badly, but because they're wearing a fucking crop top, they get fucking 10 million subscribers. You know,
well, that's Mia Khalifa right now.
Yeah.
Like, dude, Mia Khalifa makes me want to just kill myself. Like, she gets tons of Patreons. She has like tons of views. All she does is jump cut herself opening shirts from a box and like saying they're cute or not. Like, that's it. And the shirts and clothes she's opening are probably bought for her by her fans. So like everything's free. Like, it's just fucking insane.
We need to get a broad that's hot on this show. So we
should.
We need to get
Blair White.
We need to just
There you go.
seriously get the fucking beta male market, because that's where most of the money comes from. It comes from this. It's not even like I want to support. Dude, remember you know Johnny Benitez and his girlfriend Irma Hinojosa? She fucking
They're both white, by the way.
That's pretty funny. I don't know. She looks like a little. I don't know, whatever. But anyway, she got that guy. Remember that guy? There's this guy Carl that's like on Twitter and stuff. He stalks us. He stalks everybody. But he was giving her like $1,000, and then he was giving her like another 200. He was giving her like a shit.
She was getting a shit ton of money.
She was getting, she was getting. Oh, I got all the screen grabs,
man.
Yeah,
Damn.
and this dude, when we went after Chapman, and had Johnny Benitez on our show, this guy Carl started attacking our show relentlessly on Twitter, like all the time, and he was obsessed with us on Facebook. And somebody did some digging for me and showed me some stuff. I did some more digging. There was a GoFundMe that Irma Hinojosa did that was, she made a good chunk of change on, but most of it came from this guy Carl. He was obsessed with her, and he found out
Gotta feel those killer legs, man.
and then
That's what's selling it.
she was good looking. But she was obviously banging Johnny Benitez, so he fucking flipped out, and he's like, Johnny Benitez is a fed, and you guys are pieces of shit. And I'm like, where did this guy come from? And then when I dug those screenshots up, and I was like, oh, I threw those out on Twitter. I was like, oh, now I get it, old Carl. Now I get where you're coming from.
Well,
You're
he's Carl the Cuck. He got cucked.
Carl the Cuck.
Carl the Cuck. I like it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Now you
I'm
have a
Carl
name
the
now,
Cuck.
Carl.
Yeah, now you can take deplorable out of your Twitter name, Carl, because that's just gross and boomer-like.
God, boomers. Just that fucking. Even as bad as I hate YouTubers, I still think I hate boomers more.
Yeah, can we side rant about that?
Absolutely.
Sure. Oh, yeah, we
So there's one thing I fucking hate right now in the right wing movement. It's two things. One is I like free speech, but don't say the N-word. I like free speech, but don't be controversial. I like free speech, but don't put that Kekistani at the rally because it looks like a Nazi flag. Like, I fucking hate that. And the second thing that I hate about all these boomers and all these people is they brag about voting for Trump. It's like, dude, you live in California, you stupid motherfucker. Like, even if you voted for Trump, who cares? It's a blue state. Why don't you brag about, like, stopping a sanctuary city or something? Like, fuck. It drives me insane.
Like that fucking Boomer Fest, the Moore rally that we went to. That was a fucking Boomer Fest.
You guys went to that?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we covered
They
it.
would.
Oh, my
yeah, there's a
God.
video coming out soon. They wouldn't let Baked Alaska on stage, but they left Black Lives Matter on. Like, do you
No,
understand?
it wasn't Baked. It was Augustus Invictus.
Augustus Invictus,
They
sorry.
banned Augustus Invictus from the rally.
That's retarded.
But they let BLM on stage.
But they left Black Lives Matter on. It's like, what are you doing? Like, do you understand that you could let the entire movement up there that none of them are going to fucking vote conservative? It's not going to fucking happen. It's like, stick to the people that are supporting you, and that's the thing. It's this weird boomer mentality. Like, well, my daughter dates a black guy, so yeah, okay, that's great. But free speech is free speech, so shut up.
But yeah, and they wouldn't let Invictus at the Moore rally, and they were like, it's hate speech. And I'm like, he doesn't really fucking, rattle on constantly about fucking, you know what I mean? You never hear him prattling on about fucking race realism. Augustus Invictus is like, always talking about Ted Kaczynski and how we need to, blow up banks and stuff. Like, he would bring a certain level of, like, that whole rally kind of sucked. And he would have brought a little something to it. Like, I would have actually watched the stage when he spoke, as opposed to they just had like, hey, I just want to thank y'all. I'm the head chapter master of Bikers for Trump. And I just, first of all, want to open up with a prayer right now. Of course, our great president. It's just the worst. It's the worst.
Really bad.
Yeah, dude. I went to go get like a hot dog and a Gatorade at one point, and some guy we were wearing press passes, and the guy was like, "Are you with the line ass fake news?" And I'm like, "I'm not doing this right
They
now."
all dress
bro.
like fucking Jesse Ventura. It's really odd.
It really is.
Leather jackets and motorcycles.
I don't think you understand. I used to be a governor.
All right,
I'm
Jesse.
going on. No, sorry, we can't let you on stage. It's hate speech. Gov.
Sorry, Gov. Go back to Mexico.
We're going to do a whole episode. Why won't they let me back there? What are they hiding?
But it's all tied together, though. If you think about it, like the boomer bucks go to these YouTube cucks, and it's like that's why this whole thing's fucked. Like all the young YouTubers are patronizing to like old boomer mentalities and mindsets, and that's why they're too scared to take a risk, like Lauren Southern, because they don't want to lose that money.
Can you please title your next video that is one of the greatest lines I've ever heard. Boomer bucks go to what was it? Boomer bucks go to what cucks?
YouTube cucks?
YouTube cucks. That's fucking
That
great.
is a fucking
Boomer bucks for YouTube cucks.
That's fucking amazing right there. That's actually an
There you go.
accurate, quick sentence summary
of everything that's wrong with the fucking planet right now.
Yeah, man. Because like right now, like I'm with Generation Z. Like I made a Discord, and like don't call me a pedo Santa or anything weird like that. But I didn't realize how many like 15 and 16-year-olds joined it. Like I started talking to people casually.
Yeah,
and I'm
we have
like-
the same
and I'm like,
problem.
you guys have the same problem?
Yes, my dude.
Yeah.
The other day at Discord, I just put in there, go, hey, just out of curiosity on Discord, how old is everybody? I saw a lot of 18, 16. I'm like, whoa, okay.
Yeah, dude, we had a couple times where we looked at our analytics and all of a sudden like a bunch of like teenagers added us. And a lot of teenagers like comment on our shit on Facebook. And I remember when it first happened, me and Royce were kind of like, you know
Yeah,
what I
it
mean?
feels
Because
weird.
nobody wants that. Any non-pedo is
Of
just kind of like,
course.
how do we can't have all these, and then we're like, all right, we got to come up with a limit. an age limit. We got to do this right because, we don't want to, there's a borderline where we don't want to get in trouble, but it also is a reflection of this generation is not like Generation Zyklon is coming, dog.
They're fucking
coming hard.
They don't give a fuck. They'll eat fucking laundry detergent and fucking freestyle battle in your fucking face. They don't give a fuck. Like, they don't want to be told what to do, man. And I get that. Like, that's the new way to rebel. Stop fucking telling me. If a guy's in a dress, it's fucking hilarious. I don't fucking care what you have to tell me.
I can't wait to live to be witness to watching this generation revolt against what they were brought up in. Because it's in everybody to always want to rebel against whatever you came up in. And these kids have come up in this, like, Weimar, just shithole liberal filth of a fucking country, and we're gonna watch these kids, dude. There'll be a lot of fashy haircuts and polo shirts in the future.
A lot of tiki torches.
That is right.
Seriously. Yeah, that's where you buy stock, folks.
Fucking Home
They
Depot
sell them
tiki
at
torches.
Lowe's.
Oh shit! It's time for us to fucking wrap.
We gotta bail out, man. We gotta promote some shit. What do you want to Lawerewolf on YouTube? But are you still like completely off the grid? Are you doomsday
Kinda
prepping it?
Yeah,
on the
well,
internet?
I created a parody Twitter account where I'm wearing like I'll just put it on right now.
Sure.
So on Twitter, I'm wearing this disguise. I gotta.
Where'd he
because,
go?
Hear me out. I gotta defeat basically the algorithms and the bots so they don't identify me.
Oh,
So my
yeah.
name on Twitter is @Frank with the spell of the C Bit Jew. So FRANCBITJEW. You can follow me on Twitter there, and then of course on YouTube, and that's basically it.
Well, that's great. And again, thank you for all the love in the video, and you are absolutely welcome on anytime.
Yeah,
you'd like.
dude, you're one of our favorite people, and we're not just saying it. You're like, oh, we're buds with this guy.
Yeah,
on the
'cause we
air.
don't
Like,
normally say that.
You're not an on-the-air friend. We actually are a big fan of yours, and we're happy to have come across you in the last few months. So thanks for coming on, man. LA Werewolf.
We appreciate it,
We're
dude.
gonna get you back soon.
All right, bud.
Cool. See
Take
ya.
it easy, man.
He is definitely awesome. I love that.
Yeah,
dude.
he's great.
He's a fucking madman. And look, you guys have to go support him because he's another one that he's not bullshitting you guys. He's not a liar. He's not some fucking jack off. He actually gets his own original content and does things. So check it out, LA Werewolf's channel. We got to shill our own shit now.
Yes, we do.
We're out of here. You want to do it?
Patreon.com/We're Not Sorry. PayPal.me/We're Not Sorry. Or just go to RevengeOfTheSith.com. That's our blog. You could donate and do everything there. It's bare bones right now, but it's going to get better as the month progresses. And the more money you give us, that'll help. Make sure if you want to help us out, buy a T-shirt, buy a mug. We will be back tomorrow with a fresh news show for you, Revenge of the Sith. And if you like the music, it's the TCR.
TCR, good pal.
All right, guys, we're out of here.